Welcome back to the channel again. Today I wanted to do a follow-up video on this Hubsan Zino drone. As some of you already know, I bought this drone a few months back, and I have to say I'm really impressed with it. It flies fairly smooth for a drone that doesn't have any optical flow sensors at the bottom of it, and the 3-axis gimbal really stabilizes the footage very well, so I like that. The quality of the video is pretty amazing, and it does record in actual 4K and 2K, as well as in 1080p at 30 frames per second, and also in 60 frames per second, which is what I prefer to film my videos in. The photo quality is equally amazing for a camera drone in its price point, especially for those who are hobbyists looking to take aerial photos at a much better resolution than some of the inferior low-costing drones currently available in the market today. Those like the JJRX12, the Eachine EX4, and others in this class. But like I said, I'm very impressed by this drone, and I like it a lot. Anyway, moving forward, here's some footage that I took the other day with the Zino. Now, if you're one of those that likes watching range tests, you're not going to find that here. In this video, I just wanted to test out its distance and height capabilities, staying within regulatory limits, of course. And I also wanted to test out the so-called sports mode that it has, and the active track function as well. Now, I'm not really into all of the intelligent modes that some of these drones have, like the orbit, the waypoints, and all of that stuff. But, people do like them, and they like to use them. I'm just not one of them. However, if you're curious to see those, you can check out this video here on the Captain Drone channel. He demonstrates all of the intelligent modes on the Zino, so you might want to check that out. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that I have the camera set to automatic exposure, and I made the mistake of facing the quad directly into the sun, as you can see in the video. I really don't recommend doing this because you won't get the best image result due to the camera's focus on the direct light of the sun. You always want to point the camera away from the sun to get better results, unless the sun is already setting at its lowest point between the upper and lower horizon. Then you'll get a better result. I definitely have to test out the manual settings for the video, and I'll show that in another video as well. Please do feel free to leave your comments below. My advice, if you're one of those who are wanting to get into the hobby for the first time, or you're looking to upgrade to something better without, draining your pockets dry, and you're looking for a quad that flies very stable in the air, has brushless motors, not the brushed motors that wear down very fast over time, one that has a very decent camera sensor, able to produce video in 4K quality and photos in, quite respectable resolution, then you might want to consider the Hubsan Zino. Now, there's a white version, which is the one mainly sold online, but they do have a black edition as well, and that is the one that I have. And as you can see, I've modified the top cover to give it a much sleeker look, but that was just for my own personal preference. The gray, original gray top cover is pretty cool as well. They do have a new Zino Pro version, but that one will cost you a bit more. I posted the links below in the description on where you can buy either versions. I do believe that the original Hubsan Zino is currently priced at $210, I believe. I don't want to say that it is you'd have to click on the link, and because they're always updating the prices, but I believe it's currently priced at $210, and that link is in the description below. And if it is still at that price, then I'd say it's a steal of a deal, if you ask me. So feel free to check that out. Anyway, that's all I had for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button on the left. And for those who are not subscribed to the channel yet, you can click on the subscribe button here. Just make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so that you'll be notified every time I do upload a new video to the channel. Alright, see you all on the next one.